Planet of the Apes. What do you know?
Yeah, and it would
But
take
backwards.
yeah, and oddly enough, it would take until Ape Escape 3 for us to have an actual full-on Planet of the Apes parody.
You think they would have gotten to that a little sooner?
No, because the whole purpose of Ape Escape 3 was that the characters. Specter's plan was to make everyone dumb with television. Mind you, this is 2006 when television was starting to die, but was still a popular medium. So he would brainwash people through television, and they would make like mind-numbingly dumb channels for them to see. All right, what are the specials? Yeah, my special was fine. All right. So now we have, quote-unquote, a boss. By that, I mean we have to blow up this tanker before it gets to the end.
I was gonna say, that's a truck.
Yeah, this is our...
You say boss, I'm expecting some big, like, robot. It's like, nope, truck.
Yeah, it's mostly a... It's because we have to stop... This is a major part, like a collider that goes to a giant orbital space laser. Just roll with it.
I'm rolling with it.
And this space laser... Oh, jeez. Oh, wait. Sorry if my screen went black there. My computer screen decided, hey, I'm going to mess up. Because my monitor I have kind of cuts out for some odd reason. It's the monitor I know. And I can't fix it. There's no way I can fix it unless I buy a new IPS monitor.
That's weird.
I got it from Goodwill during a event.
Oh. Yeah, but I didn't see it cut out on my end. Either I missed it or it didn't cut out.
Oh, it probably didn't cut out because I know the computer functions still go on, but sometimes, like when I'm doing the 3DS capture and it does that, it'll freeze the window.
Ah, alright.
So I didn't know if it had done it for PCS X2. Alright, that's it. Floating chair of doom. I launched the wrong way and the wrong special. I should have looked at what special is which one. There we go. Floating chair of doom!
I was gonna say, that was more like a Donkey Kong there for a minute.
Donkey Konga! Right,
Raises a semi-important question. Are these monkeys or apes?
They're technically apes. That's why it is called Ape Escape.
Yeah, it's just we've been saying monkeys frequently, so...
Yeah, it's...
At a moment.
It's
late at night here. It's almost midnight.
Oh, sorry.
I am dumb.
Yeah, it's because there's a running joke with my channel whenever I play these games and I catch the monkeys. I catch them in a net and I go, monkey! It's been a running thing ever since I did Ape Escape 1 all those years ago, back in 2012.
Don't worry about it. I'm just like half awake anyway, so don't worry about it.
So they are apes because they are based off the Japanese macaque monkey. Well, ape. The snow monkey that you usually see in like the...
Hot tubs. And...
Yeah, exactly. Alright, so even though this game is Japanese, we have cutscenes in English, voiced in English, and translated to Japanese.
Oh my gosh, I gotta turn the sound on for this.
Enormous air battleships spotted all over the world. As the attack of the monkeys continues, China continues to take over the capital
彼らは世界中の首都の占領だけでなく有名なバナナ農園にも姿を現しています。今までに30万トン以上のバナナを盗み戦艦で持ち去ったとのことです。専門家たちはこれらの盗まれたバナナは最前線の猿たちに供給されていると想定、栄養価が高く猿たちの好物であるためです。これまで多くの事故が報告されています。戦艦から捨てられたバナナの皮によって地域住民たちが足を滑らせ転倒する事故です。警察は道路を歩く際には足元に十分注意するよう呼びかけています。次のニュースです。43の国と地域社会による対猿地球防衛戦線が先ほど結成されました。これまで世界規模での意思疎通が難しかったことにより反撃ができませんでした。防衛軍の代表者は有効な攻撃がこの連合軍により可能になったと述べました。うまくいけば数時間以内に勝利できるでしょう。次です。一部の地域で猿たちを撤退させるのに成功したとの報告が入りました。しかし、未だ対猿地球防衛戦線の攻撃によるのか、地域住民の努力による結果なのかは不明です。しかし、猿たちが運転していたトレーラーが大破して現場に残されており、レーザービーム砲も発見されたとのことです。専門家たちはこのレーザービーム砲のシステムは我々の現代の科学では解明できず、また相当な攻撃力を持った武器であろうと話しています。猿たちは同じレーザービーム砲を配置した基地を海岸のコンビナート近くに建設しているという報告も入っています。軍事評論家によると、この一帯を猿たちに制圧されることは防衛上大変な危機となるだろうと述べています。単純な猿知恵によるものではなく巧妙に配置された攻撃であるからです。このことは地域住民たちに深い懸念を呼び起こしています。以上、最新のニュースでした。
So that was the thing.
Nani the heck?
Yeah, they went all out for this game when they didn't need to.
That was something.
Yeah, it was. It really was.
The thing is, the presentation was fine for the visuals, even though it's a little odd going into real-life cutscenes. But they needed to balance the voices a little bit more, because I couldn't discern the English or the Japanese.
Yeah, it's not meshed at all well. Like, it's pretty bad, actually. Like, and by actually, I mean it definitely is.
Which is funny because the voice acting is fine. They just need to either tone down the English or just remove it entirely.
I just don't get why they went with English for that, translated to Japanese, because there's also going to be an instance in which they like translate it, do that for Russian.
Well, unfortunately, I won't be able to judge for that one.
Same.
But yes, they're giant killing robots in the sky, but you know, watch your step for those banana peels.
Because apparently they're stealing bananas. Apparently. Allegedly.
Oh no, they're littering with biodegradable material that'll make the soil nice and fertile. Whatever will we do?
This still isn't even the dumbest plan Specter has ever... Like, because Specter's not behind this. This is still, sadly, a more direct approach than Specter has done since the first Ape Escape game. Because his first... After Ape Escape 1, Ape Escape 2 comes in the Lethargy Laser. Otherwise known as the Lazy Gun. Then there is Ape Escape 3 with his Double Paradise plan, where he plans to split the planet in two, giving one half to humans and one half to the apes.
Final Fantasy VI.
Yep. Only this game functions on the logic of, yeah, that's not going to work. That's actually going to destroy everything.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then, no, Ape Escape Big Mission, he actually had a pretty decent plan, I will say. Ape Escape Big Mission was another Japanese-only release for the PSP. And that one, he was going to shrink down the human race to the size of, like, small, like, not ants, but, like, just making them really small. To the point to where they can just be, you know, dealt with.
Minimal impact.
Yeah, minimal impact, minimal obstruction. And he was actually, Specter was actually smart in that one because he shrunk down all of the human protagonists from the other Ape Escape games at that point. Alright, that's it. Floating Chair of Doom. No, this is the carpet bombing one. No, this is the... Wait, do I not have my Floating Chair of Doom? I don't think I have that special active. I don't think I have...
Monkey screensaver.
It's funny you mentioned that. There are screensavers for Ape Escape games. Because this is... I'm sorry if I'm giving you information overload on the series. I just love this series so much because of how dumb it can be. But, Ape Escape... Technically, Ape Escape Million Monkeys, the game we're currently playing, is a sequel to a party game.
What kind of party game? Like Mario Party kind of party game, or
arena battle, sort of, with the different mini games. So more like Crash Bash.
Huh.
But it had an actual story, and the story continues on for this game. In fact, you fight the final boss from that game in this game because it is recreated.
And don't worry, your information overload is fine because it totally makes up for my lack of any understanding whatsoever.
I mean, I still love hearing the reactions when I had my friend Travis and whatnot in the stream, and he was just reacting to just monkeys doing a drive-by shooting.
Drive-by shooting monkeys, you say?
Yes. Monkey robots. Pippatrons, as we call them.
Oh dear. Now we've got Sparta army monkeys with lasers.
Oh, these Sparta armor monkeys get worse later in the game. They later get great swords that would rival the Buster Sword that Cloud holds.
Oh, jeez.
And some of them are on fire.
Intentionally?
Yes.
Why?
Right. Last one, please. Oh my goodness. None of my specials are the Floating Chair of Doom. And I love these polygonal monkey horrors that I have summoned. They are great.
Who phase into the walls?
Yes. The walls do not harm them. Alright, that's it. Floating Chair of Doom! Help, I am getting shot at. Assistance, please. The mech is shooting me.
There's nothing I can do. I am merely a voice in your head.
Oh no, not again. I thought the medicine was supposed to stop that. Right, and break my target. I do not want to grab that. I do not want to grab that. I do not want to grab that. I want to catch you, though. Alright.
I'm guessing the items are bad somehow? Switch your abilities or something?
Some abilities are better than others. The metal coat that I basically got was, basically it improves your defense and makes you practically bulletproof, and these monkeys have guns. And the guns hurt.
Really?
Yes. It gets hard. Like, right now, it's really easy. Because it's like, oh, hey, the monkeys don't have that much health. Later, they get ridiculous amounts of health. And they get ridiculous amounts of defense. They become sort of bullet sponges. But I found out why I was having such a hard time with them. Because literally in the second to last episode of the hero story, I found out a little section of the area that powers up my weapons and my guns that I had not used the entire game. Needless to say, I was upset at myself.
Well, like, you should be proud of yourself for getting that far without having to level up your weapons or guns.
Well, I mean, I had some weapons that were powerful and did pretty good base damage, but it still was pretty difficult to do, especially when I got to the mother gorilla. Mama smacked me down.
Sorry, I just have a very interesting mental image after that combination of words.
Oh, you're going to have a lot of combinations of words that are going to make you go, what? Because I am a weird
It's basically been this whole stream so far.
I hope you are having fun. I know I am.
I am.
Right, and got you. I guess I should do this at least once. I'll do it for the last one, but for right now, let's use... The monkeys attack the screen! Right.
I mean,
and-
two-dimensional. They've just made the seem 3D.
Yep. This was actually late PS2. This was 2006. Part of the
Engine of 3DS.
Yeah, at this point, since Sony's not really doing anything with the Ape Escape franchise, I wouldn't mind if they were to sell it to Nintendo, honestly. Because this is actually the Ape Escape franchise was the first franchise that Sony Japan ever fully developed by themselves. This is Japan Studio, the same people that made Shadow of the Colossus, Ico, The Adventures of Bird Puppy, otherwise known as The Last Guardian. This is the same company that made those.
Wouldn't have guessed that.
Yeah, because they kind of... I feel like Sony kind of shuns a lot of the, like, very cartoony games nowadays, which I wish they wouldn't.
Yeah, that's why so many people see Nintendo as, like, the exclusive for younger generations console. And it's not a bad thing, but Sony kind of needs to add a few more accessible IPs.
I mean, Ape Escape was pretty accessible. You didn't ever needed to know anything besides the fact, like, oh, hey, Specter is bad. He's tried taking over the world in the past, but was stopped, and you can just jump in right there. You don't need to have prior knowledge from the previous games, and if there is, the game will, like, sort of tell you in a cutscene or something.
Oh yeah, I meant for, like, PS4.
Yeah, I'm actually hoping, because Sony's trend lately has been to re-release games on the 20th anniversary. 2019 is the Ape Escape franchise's 20th anniversary. I'm hoping for an HD remaster.
True. And they have remastered quite a few other titles.
I mean, Medieval's getting a remaster before Ape Escape.
Oh
Like-
yeah, I literally saw that last night.
I'm not entirely mad, but I kinda am. Just, please. I just want my Ape Escape remasters. Right? So I have a lance now. This is a great day.
I just saw a wizard monkey.
Yes. I made him. He is my wizard. I can make him a special I can make him a special. I would summon him and he uses meteor.
Oi.
Not
That is a
Sephiroth's.
special monkey.
Yeah, not Sephiroth's meteor, unfortunately. Right, it's time for a boss. It's time for the boss to have lots of bullets. They didn't need to animate the cases falling on the floor, but they felt it necessary to do so.
Especially since most are just lights, usually.
Exactly. Alright, so we are going to put on the dash hoops. We're going to put on my Lance of Death and Sadness, because I love my Lance. And I want my Floating Chair of Doom. Right, that's... I also want to summon my Monkey Wizard. Right, I think this one is good. Right. This one apparently says armored chair, so I'm assuming that's my Floating Chair of Doom. And the last one shall be my monkey, Monta, my wizard. A wizard did it! With a satellite. Boss fight time!
This robot in particular looks like something out of the Sonic series.
Yeah, it
With a
really
face.
does. It really does. Uh-oh. Going up. Right. Floating Chair of Doom! Right, going out of the way. Going out of the way. Going out of the way. I will say this. This game has fun bosses. I will give him that. Oh no. Oh no. Missiles of Doom. Summon my monkey to summon meteors. The monkey meteors. He's not even hitting them. Or this thing's got invincibility frames.
Because magic just doesn't hold up to technology.
Always with that. Fine. Floating Chair of Doom. This is literally the most broken special in the game, by the way. Because it...
I kind of figured since you were spamming it.
Yeah, there's a reason why I named it the Floating Chair of Doom. Because if you get caught and you're far away from your target, you're kind of a like sitting duck. But once you're near your targets, they will die. Because it does multiple hits and it can ignore sometimes can ignore stun lock. And there's a multiplayer mode in which you can use that against your friends. It can piss them off.
Not be shotgun to the face.
There is a shotgun in this game. You can make it. This game is just wild.
Yeah, I see that. Definitely have anime feels about this game.
It's funny you mentioned that. There's an Apescape anime.
Is there?
2 seasons.
Any good?
For animation wise, it was not to. Plot-wise, I actually liked it. As a huge fan of the Escape series, I actually really liked it. It takes cues from a couple of the games, but largely tells its own story. Like, the only cue it really takes from the game is the fact, like, the names and then some of the villains from this game. But that's about it. And animation-wise, it's CG, but it's like that in-between where CG was starting to get kind of good. And not, like, completely bad, like how Transformers Beast Wars CG is now when it comes to age. So it's not bad. It's impossible to find 2 episodes, though. Like, they are lost forever.
Some sort of weird copyright?
No, it only aired in Japan, and there were never any DVD box sets or anything made of it.